Well, my grandpa came from a far-off land where he could not be free. A place where people couldn't bow and pray. So he left his home and family, went looking for his liberty, and wound up living in the USA. In World War I, he faced a gun that almost took his life, fighting for this country with our flag of stars and stripes. Of his country he was proud, so he'd pledge allegiance right out loud. He loved this land we call the USA. But today he watched them burn, Old Glory. They tore her and they threw her on the ground. I wish that they could hear his story, how America's the best thing that he's found. But today he watched them burn, Old Glory. He shook his head and he just wondered why anyone would ever burn Old Glory. And then I saw my grandpa start to cry. He'll be 98 tomorrow, and his life will soon be gone. But the stories that he told me, they'll live on and on. Like our grand old flag, red, white, and blue, and how it stands for me and you, and freedom for the good old USA. But today he watched them burn, Old Glory. They tore her and they threw her on the ground. I wish that they could hear his story, how America's the best thing that he's found. But today he watched them burn, Old Glory. He shook his head and he just wondered why anyone would ever burn Old Glory. And then I saw my grandpa start to cry. Well, I pray the tears my grandpa cried may have not been shed in vain. We must pick our flag up off the ground and praise God's holy name. 'Cause it's only through the grace of God that this great land was born. And the flag that stands for freedom should not be burned or torn. But today he watched them burn, Old Glory. They tore her and they threw her on the ground. I wish that they would hear his story, how America's the best thing that he's found. But today he watched them burn, Old Glory. He shook his head and he just wondered why anyone would ever burn Old Glory. And then I saw my grandpa start to cry. But today he watched them burn, Old Glory. He shook his head and he just wondered why anyone would subscribe.